Hi, my name is Ashley. Mrs. M and I are collabing today. We're doing a Q&A for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. So the first question, because I am curious, what was your favorite memory, childhood memory of us?
It was when our parents bought a car. That was like, it was the third personal car, but this one was bought after a long time of not having a personal car. Like at home we just had church cars, work cars, no personal cars. So it was it's a Nissan what? Okay. So yeah, it was a black nice car. So when it came, woo, we were so excited. We felt like, woo, how we were all excited, and we couldn't wait to go to school, to be taken to school. You know, we couldn't wait for after school. We just wanted to make sure that my friends are around when my dad arrives to come and fetch us, you know, from school, because I wanted to show them the new car. So that's our favorite childhood moment. Whenever we're driving, when we're in the car and we're driving a long distance, it's fun. We laugh, we make jokes, when we drive long distances, it's crazy, and we are packed in the car and someone is annoyed and we make a joke out of it. So yeah, that too.
What was your biggest insecurity as a teenager?
Well, it was okay. It was, I cannot pinpoint, but it was caused by not having clothes, by not having good, you know, clothes in fashion, clothes in season. So that was something that caused me to, you know, to be reserved. Something that caused me not to express myself as I wanted to. I was always afraid to mess up. I was always afraid to be laughed at. That was like, oh. So yeah, not having enough clothes to wear. 'Cause whenever we got clothes, just know that they were outdated, and every time we'd get so excited that, oh, now I can afford a white t-shirt, now I can afford a jean, now I can afford, and by the time we get those things, they're like outdated, and you wear something to school or you wear something to town, to church, you get there, everyone else is on another trend. So
Growing up, you did karate, all the... I want to know, did you ever bully anyone?
yep. Okay, so this is a story. So I remember this guy, he liked to tease me, like he liked to tease everybody in class. So he teased me that day. So I had this thing that when I want to scare, you know, I fold my arms like this and I'll go like and then I cover my I like on the desk like this. And my face is like, okay, let me do it. And then everybody will be like, yo, and then they fire me up and I don't know, chase you around you. So yeah, I was a big bully in primary, and then there's another. Well, you can't call it really bullying. I was always ready to defend myself, 'cause, yeah.
Number 4, what do you admire most about mom and dad?
Their friendship, like they're they're friends, they're close, they know how to work together as a as a couple, and keeping that hierarchy, you know, and like they don't, that there's certain things like when somebody calls and my dad is not around and then they speak to my mom would know what to do, would know what my dad would say. And when and I've witnessed that several times when my dad comes back and the mom is like, oh, so called, and then I told them, no, rather do this, rather like, and then, oh, even before she even tells what she said, then dad will be like, oh, you should have told them this. Then they're like, the mom will be like, that's what I said, that's what I told them. I'm like, ooh, okay, you know, some of us are still trying to figure that out. We still have to call and say, okay, this is going on, so what? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And also that they started from nothing, and their history is crazy. Even their wedding photos were just like a white skirt and blouse, very nice outfit, and dad had a suit, and it was cute because it was 19 whatever. But yeah, so they struggled, and whenever they tell us our stories when we're young, you can tell that life was rough, but they've worked so hard for themselves and for us, and the way they are today, things that they have today, like you might look at them and be like, but it's something that I admire, and I really want to be like that. I really.
Question number 5. So you are about to hit the big 30. How do you feel about getting older?
Indistinctly, like behind the scenes, I'm terrified because I feel like there's a lot that I haven't achieved. There's a lot that I wanted to have by now that I haven't, you know. So I'm terrified, like, oh my gosh, especially like I'm always against it. I'm always speaking against this thing, like comparing yourself. You see other people and you feel so much pressure on yourself, but you can't help it. It's happening around you. So when I have those moments and I'm thinking, by 29, like now I'm 29, there were things that I like, things that I, you know, by now, but I'm not yet there. But I'm super excited. Like I'm so excited because it's like I'm moving from, you know, a level to another, and I feel like just to be alive, it's just awesome. It's just great, and I'm very grateful to God about it. I'm excited. I feel like now my things are gonna start, like that's how I feel, honestly. You know, I'm so excited about it, and I'm even thinking of throwing a 30th birthday. I just don't know who I'm gonna invite. But oh well, yeah. So yeah. Low key so terrified, like, but generally, like, from head to toe with all that I am, I'm excited about it.
When you have a daughter one day, is she going to be allowed to have guy friends?
Yes, I would, but I would want her and her and her father to have a relationship first. So as I was thinking about the question, I came across a point, like, just it's in the same line with the answer, but it's going to another direction. Uguti, um the thing about having friends of the opposite sex, like if, like, my daughter or myself, or my sister, I wouldn't want, or just a stranger or anybody else, I wouldn't want you as a girl or as a guy to just have friends of the opposite sex, so that you feel important, you feel loved, you feel like, oh, so I can fit in with this gender after all, just because maybe you've never dated, or you're currently not dating, or you only date horrible people, you know, and then you feel like that's the and that's the only drive that you have for having guy friends, then it's all wrong. You first have to establish yourself, your personality, who you are, without an excuse. So, because then you don't rely on anybody. You've got so much self-worth that the only reason you have guy friends is for that, to just have friends. But the thing that you need to be careful of is those things. If you have a guy friend or guy friends just because you want to feel like, okay, so I'm not ugly after all, if I can have guy friends, which means they're not embarrassed to be seen with me or to be known as my friend, and you're trying to feel good about it, that okay, I might not have a boyfriend, which means it's not my fault. I just haven't found somebody compatible. You know, I know that happens a lot, especially well, these days it happens both sides, okay, where you feel like um it's the same situation with father and daughter issues, or mother and daughter, or mother and son issues. You find people trying to find that certain love, that certain angle of love through friendship or through relationships, which can be very toxic to you, because now you go beyond your will, you go beyond your personality, you go beyond who you are. So my point is, work on yourself first, work on who you are, know
As
who
the
you are.
firstborn, did you ever wish to have siblings or no?
Well, it's not like the second born was born like 5 years after me. He was like born like 2 years after me, 1 year after me. So we were still babies, and I really didn't have that knowledge of saying I want siblings or not. But the way things are going right now, I feel I love it. It's a great experience for me, and a lot of pressure, because I feel like right now there's a lot that I've done in my part, in my power, my strength, to sort of like try and lead an exemplary life, like to lead by example. And I'm not saying they should do what I did or follow my steps, but I'm just saying, if I could do the little that I did, if I could do the most that I did, you can do more. Understand? But I still feel like right now, like I said, like about getting older, I feel like there's a lot that I want to do for them. There's a lot that I want to share with them. There's a lot that I want to get to the point where I'm the turning point. I'm the go-to person when they're stuck, when things are not working well, when I just want to be the first person they think of, even when they're talking about life in general. I want me to be in the conversation and be an example, a good example, even if I'm a bad example, but to have a positive outcome. Okay, yeah. So I love it. As for me, I really love it.
Question number 8. What is your love language? I'll leave like options on the screen. Pick which one is your love language.
Okay. My love language, okay, it's gifts. Like, like when you buy me something, like when you, because to me it shows that you actually left wherever you are, you got up from wherever you are, and you made the effort to get to the place where you want to buy me this gift. And and you actually told yourself, I'm where I'm going right now. I'm on, even if you were passing by or going, and you thought, let me go get Percy a gift. So that means a lot to me, because it's a whole process, getting to a shop, looking for the specific thing, making up your mind that she's gonna love this, or I wonder if she's going to like this, and then eventually paying for it. And whether you package it or not, you carry it wherever until you give it to me. Like, that's a whole lot of me in your mind, that's a whole lot of me in your head. And also, like, quality time, like quality moment, like just spending time together, going out, even if we just hang around outside our yard, outside the balcony. Yeah, those are my two. I'm not really a touchy person, like touch. I do it, but it's not it I don't know. But I think I'm a little bit of every other love language, but mostly gifts and quality time. Yeah.
When are you most confident?
I am most confident when I'm when I'm protecting or fighting for my family or people close to me. That's when I'm most confident. When I have to push through or make sure that something happens, that's when I'm most confident. Yeah, I think so. I've never really thought about this. When am I most confident? Yeah, when I have to, like, when it comes to my family, when it comes to people here, oh my gosh, no, like I can do anything. Not like I can not necessarily like fighting feast and all that. Like if I have to go out of my way, if I have to do something, I will do it. Okay, yeah.
10th and final question. If salary and experience did not matter, what job would you most want to have?
I don't know. If salary and I think I'd want to be two things. It's either one, work at an old age home, and two, work at an orphanage with newborn babies, you know. And three, be like a foster home for puppies, like pets, puppies. I don't know. I'll think of another one. The sun is burning me here. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.